Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and today we have an additional fix for the Palitoy Red Shadows Roboskull. Now, in my recent video I showed you how to repair the missing gun tips on the face guns for this Roboskull, and there was one other fix that lots of people asked for, which was how to fix the broken clip on the eye gun if that was an issue. Now, at the time I didn't have one of those with a broken clip, but kindly good friend of the channel Bas has sent one of those in with a broken clip. So today we're going to try and work out how to repair that very clip. So let's get on with the video and we'll see what we can do. So here is a broken clip, and you can see we are missing half of it. If I bring in an unbroken one, this is what it should look like. And these clip into the eye holes on the Roboskull. And the way they work is you push them into the hole, the two sides of the clip sort of squeeze together so that they are small enough to go through the hole, and then on the other side they will ping open, and that's what holds everything in place. But the problem with them is when you try to remove them, you pull them from the front and it will quite often end up shearing off one of the sides of the clip and you're left with this. So we need to recreate that missing part. And I think the way to do it is not to make something that's actually glued in place. I want to make something that sticks onto the remaining clip and has a bit of a sort of sponginess to it. So it has the same sort of gripping effect that the original one does by sort of pushing together and then pinging open. So all we've got to do is to make something that looks exactly like this missing part, the mirror side of it, and then we can stick it on. And I quickly had a look in my Lego box and I found this piece, which is a Technic pin with a toe ball on the end of it. A very useful piece. You'll have seen me use this a lot when fixing toys. It just so happens it's pretty much the same size as that original clip. So my plan is to cut this in half, and then we can make something out of one half of it. And cutting it in half is going to be pretty awkward to do, but I think I've worked out a way to do it, and that's just to stick it onto another piece of Lego, just push the two pieces together, and I've got something more to hold on to, and I can get my razor saw out and cut it in half. But as I was doing this, I realised that actually there's lots of Lego pieces. We could probably make something that looked a lot like this gun just using sort of various bits of Lego, because all sorts of Lego pieces fit together quite nicely. So if you don't have any of these pieces, you could just make something, go into your Lego box and see what pieces you've got. And you can see I've just put 3 pieces together. That's already starting to look a lot like the missing gun. So it's an interesting thing to do with Lego, just make missing parts for your toys. I do it all the time. In this instance though, we are going to modify this piece of Lego and make it look like that missing clip. So let's get cutting and see if we can cut this neatly in half. Once it's in half, we can then try to shape it more to look like that missing piece.
Toy-polloi. That is incorrect. Try again.
As you can see, I've now cut that pin in half and it's gone pretty neatly, and already it's starting to look like that missing piece. We need to do a little bit more sort of trimming and fine tuning, because you can see as it's a Technic pin, there's a little lip around that middle section. So I'm just going to trim that off with my plastic nippers and then sand that down. We also need to shorten it a bit because it's a bit long, and I can see looking at this original piece that it's not actually a sort of full circle. If I hold those two pieces together, you can see it's missing the sides, so I need to sand the sides down a little bit. But overall, that is already starting to look like the missing piece. So let's do a little bit more fine tuning and sanding until we get it closer to the original look of that, and then we can try sticking these two pieces together with a sponge pad and see if it works. And there we go, that is the piece trimmed down. And I've also cut the end part off of it as well, so it really is just a little sort of ball at the end with a tiny little part of the pin left. And you can see there, if I hold it in place, that is matching pretty well. So we now need to stick this on, and I'm not going to try and glue it onto the broken part. I'm going to go try and stick it onto the existing part that isn't broken, and I'm just going to use some of these double-sided pads. Now these are just some sellotape pads, and I think they'll work pretty well. So if I just take one of these off, you can see they are quite spongy. So my plan is to stick just a piece of this sponge onto the top section like that, We'll then cut around it because we really only need a small amount of this. I've got some scissors here. We can just cut away the bits that we don't need. I don't think you need to be particularly neat and tidy with this either, because it's all going to be hidden inside the toy. But we'll try and get it as neat as we can. There we go. You can see that's just a tiny bit of that pad stuck onto the piece of Lego. So we need to remove the other piece of the double-sided tape on there. And now we can stick this onto the original part of the clip, like so. Make sure it's lined up. That looks like it is. And now you can see what my plan was. So that little bit of sponge there has got enough sort of springiness to it that you can push it through the hole on the Roboskull and it will squeeze together like that, much like the original clip did. And then once it's clipped in place, the sponge will have enough force to it just to push that back open, and it will hold the gun in place. So it's basically mimicking what that original clip did, but just with a piece of Lego and a little piece of double-sided spongy tape. So let's try this on the toy and see if it works. I'm really hopeful that will work. It might be a little bit awkward to get this out because when you try to pull it out, it will probably tear off the piece of Lego and leave it inside the toy. But it is fixable again because you just got to find it, replace the tape, and you can go again. But I'm hoping really this is just going to be a sort of one-click thing. I click it into the toy and I never remove it. So let's see if it works. Okay, so let's test this out. So this is the original one. This is my repaired clip. Let's try my repaired clip first. We can push this into the hole. So I say this is sort of one go only. I'm not going to be able to remove this easily. So I've only got one chance of filming this. So let's just try it. We'll push this in, see if it works. Pushing it. Oh, there we go. It's clipped in place and it is holding. Let's grab the original one here. We'll push that in as well and see if that clips as well. Yeah, look at that. They're both in place. So there we go. We have fixed the guns on this Roboskull using a piece of Lego. And if anything, I'm going to say the Lego one holds in a little bit better. It's a little bit tighter. This original one's a bit loose and floppy. This one's a bit tighter. So yeah, that's a very good fix. I'm very pleased with that. If you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I often use Lego when it comes to fixing toys. Lego is just a great resource for all sorts of shapes and parts and pieces. And as soon as I saw this clip, I knew exactly how I was going to repair it because that little Lego piece is so useful. I've used it on many, many fixes before, and I'm sure I will use it on many, many fixes in future. So if you have yourself a Roboskull and the clips on the eye guns are broken, just go and grab yourself one of those Lego pieces, a few little bits of modification and a double-sided sticky pad, and it's easily fixed. These guns are now firmly held in place and I shouldn't have any future issues with them. As you can see, I'm still searching for many parts on these Roboskulls, and every time I find a new part, if it's broken, I will fix it and I'll show you here how I do it. I do need to say a big thank you to Bas, who very kindly sent the broken part in. That was really helpful and really kind of him, so massive thanks to Bas. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help me out here at toy-polloi, then why not think about becoming a patron of the channel. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, plus access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat, where I show projects and restorations that you won't see anywhere else. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.